Today's lesson, stitching tools. So starting off, we have our thread. This is a regular all-purpose polyester covered polyester thread. Very good for sewing clothes. And something to sew, and a hand sewing needle. Hand sewing needle has an eye on the opposite side from the sharp part. And when you're hand sewing, that's the only time I put my pins in going parallel to the direction that I'm going to stitch. So, how much thread do you need to use? You use 1 arm length, however long your particular arm is. So you're going to cut 1 arm length. Thread the needle. If the end of your thread is fuzzy, go in, snip it, get a clean cut. All right, thread the needle, and we're single threading this. So at the very end, there's only going to be 1 thread, see? And you make a knot at the end of your thread, not close to the needle. And I've made 2, you can make 1. That's just there to show you how to make the knot. Now, our first stitch is a running stitch. All right, in a running stitch, the needle goes from the wrong side to the right. You move over a little bit, and then you send the needle back. You move over a little bit, send the needle through. Move over a little bit, send the needle back. And what you'll end up with are dashes. And if you're smart and you've used a color of thread that blends with your fabric, it really won't be that noticeable. It'll look clean. I'm using pink on this black and white fabric just so that you can see. Our other stitch is called the slip stitch. Now slip stitch ends up looking really, really nice. So what you do is you grab just 1 or 2 yarns. See, there's very little on that needle. From your fabric, pull it through, and then when you send the needle back down into the fold, you let it slip along the fold, let it come out, and then repeat. You're going to grab 1 or 2 yarns from that fabric, pull it through, and then send the needle back down into the fold. Now when you do this, you'll end up with a almost invisible hem.